Hello friends, Jyoti Shamnani here from Royal LePage. Welcome to another episode of Real Estate Ready. Here I share practical advice and walk you through your home buying and selling journey. Today's episode is the third and final segment focused on newcomers to Canada, a topic that is close to my heart, both personally and professionally. Today I'll be sharing important information to help newcomers find their first home in Canada. Finding the dream home is the motivating factor behind many first-time homebuyers. But for newcomers to Canada and first-time homebuyers, it is essential not to lose sight of the practical aspect of home buying. I've seen many buyers fall for the look of the house and not consider their budget long-term. We will be talking about finances too, and hopefully this episode will bring you closer to achieving your home owning goal. Let's start by talking about all of the costs associated with purchasing a home. For starters, you will need a down payment. A down payment is the amount of money that you put towards the purchase of your home. The minimum amount down payment in Canada is 5% and will depend on the purchase price of the home you would like to buy. But remember, if you want to buy a home with a down payment of less than 20%, you will need to purchase mortgage default insurance. And did you know that the closing costs include real estate commission, legal fees, and any other fee your lawyer pays on your behalf? These additional expenses can impact your offer, the size of your down payment, and the mortgage you qualify for. Legal fees, for example, can cost anywhere from $1,100 and up. You'll also have to spend money to complete inspections and surveys. And although these reports are optional and take place before the closing, they can uncover issues that may impact the purchase price or stall the sale altogether, which brings me right into home inspections. You absolutely want to get home inspection. A home inspector checks that everything in the home is in good working order. If the roof needs repairs or there are mold issues, you want to know about it immediately. For example, a home inspection can cost $300 or more. Want my advice? If any maintenance repairs surface from the home inspection, ask your realtor to renegotiate the sale price with the seller. And don't forget, you will need new furniture, appliances, and possibly outdoor equipment such as a lawnmower and snow blowers because we do live in Canada after all. You should also factor in general moving costs and a security deposit for utility companies, which usually are a few $100s. All right, let's take a break from talking about costs and let's talk savings instead. Here is some good news. As a first-time home buyer, you don't have to pay the real estate agent because they receive their commission from the seller. And for those of you who come to Canada with a job offer and can set up an RRSP, you can also save some taxes by withdrawing the down payment amount from your RRSP. And although you have to pay back your RRSP, it is a great way to obtain an advance. You can also shop around to find the cheapest mortgage rate. We are lucky that in Canada there are several options. With four main Canadian banks, Scotiabank, TD, CIBC, and RBC, you can ask your bank to match a rate you have found at another financial institution. Now that we have talked about your upfront costs and what you will save, let's see what your total monthly expenses would look like. First, on the list is your monthly mortgage payment. Your monthly payment will depend on how much you borrow. Let's see a few examples together. You will pay roughly $500 per month for every $100,000 borrowed. If you borrow $300,000 to buy a $300,000 plus house, you will probably be looking at $1,500 per month towards your mortgage for a 20 or 25-year loan. If you opt for mortgage insurance, you will also need to add another $20 to $50 on top of your existing mortgage payment. Another expense that you will want to plan is for your property taxes. What you pay in property taxes will depend on the house's price and in the city where it is located. It can vary from $100 to $500 per month. For example, in Toronto, you may pay on average $175 per month, whereas in the city of Sarnia, you may see an increase of up to $375 per month for a $300,000 house. And let's not forget about budgeting for home insurance and utility bills. Having home insurance is essential and can cost a few $100s per month, whereas utility bills can average anywhere between $300 to $500 per month. I hope this episode was helpful. I remember when my husband and I moved here and we were looking for our home, it was such an overwhelming experience because I wasn't the expert I am now back then. So to you, I say, choose your real estate agent wisely. Ask for recommendations if you can and use all of the tools available like the internet, referrals, and networking. And if you need help planning your move and finding your home, you can message me. I will be happy to help you and your family settle in smoothly. Make sure you save this video as a favorite so that you can refer to it later. You can also click on the link in the comments to know how much mortgage default insurance can cost here. Thank you so much for joining me. Make sure you don't miss next week's episode. See you then.